All right, in this video we're going to look at how to install a GFI. A GFI is a ground fault interrupt or ground fault circuit interrupt. You put these on wherever water is located in your house. So you'll need one of these attached to a bathroom, you'll need one attached to your kitchen countertops. Any outlets outside should have one of these on the circuit. These go on the first item on the circuit, so that way everything after that will trip it. If you put it at the end, then the only thing that will trip is the one on the end. Okay, so this goes on the first item or the first box on the circuit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run the wire for this GFI and explain how to hook it up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run our home run, which is the wire that runs from the panel box to the first item on the circuit. So this is our first item on the circuit. So we're going to run this wire into our first. This end goes into the panel box. Again, we want about a foot hanging past the box. We want about a foot hanging past the box. We fold the wire so it doesn't pop out. This wire is our continuation part of the circuit. We are going to run to the next, this wire would run to the next plug on the circuit. So we're going to run it into the bottom of this box. And it would run to a second outlet. Again, we've got about a foot sticking out. About a foot sticking out. Staples. Need to staple it within 6 inches of the box. Making sure that you don't cut the wire. Try to get the wire in the center of the stud, so if a nail or a screw misses, it won't dig into your wire. Okay? I'll put one more staple down here. All right. So code says I have to have one within 6 inches of the box. If it's over 4 feet, I have to have one every 4 feet. So I have all my staples in. All right. Now I'm going to cut this box in. Yeah, so I'm going to take my utility knife. I'm going to go into the box and I'm going to cut the casing off of the wire. So I'm going to just pull it down so I can cut it off, pull it off, cut the paper, pull the extra paper off. Do the same for your second wire. Now if I want, I can go all the way to the end like I did this one. I usually don't, because sometimes the wires are too long. So once we have our wires, next thing we're going to do is wire nuts. All right, cut it. All right, once we have all of our wires stripped, now we can install the GFI. First thing we're going to do is our ground wires. Again, we're going to take our 2 ground wires, we're going to twist them 2 or 3 times, take our linesman pliers, pull and twist so you get this nice and tight. We're going to cut off one of the wires, take our green for ground wire nut, slide it on. It's the only one with the hole through the end. Slide it on, twist until you can't twist it anymore. Now, since this is a plug, we need to use the ground wires. We need to use the neutral wires, and we need to use these two wires. This one is our switch, or our home run that goes to the panel box, so it's hot. But we have to make this one hot. In order for a light to work, we need neutral. So that means we have to get this neutral to match up with this neutral. Now, on a GFI, you'll see on the back where it says line and load. The power coming into the box is the line. The power going out of the box is the load. So the line is the power, the load is the next one where the power wants to go. All right, so first of all, we're going to do these two wires. We're going to measure out about 6 inches. We are going to cut our wire. We are going to strip about 3/4 of an inch off, and we are going to use the hole to put a hook onto our wires. Then we're going to take our plug, and you'll see that this screw is gold and this one is silver. So this one is going to get the black wire, the silver one's going to get the neutral wire. So I need the line side. So I need the line side hot going on this screw. So I'm going to put the line side hot on the gold screw. Then I'm going to take the neutral wire line side and put it on the other side. Once I have that done, then I need to do the same thing to my load side. I'm going to come out about 6 or 7 inches. I'm going to cut, strip, loop, loop. Now, since I only have the two left, I can put my neutral to the other neutral screw, put my black to the other gold screw, make sure they're good and tight, make sure they're going in the direction of the screw tightening down, and all that leaves is our ground wire. So we're going to strip or cut our ground wire about 6 or 7 inches. We don't have to strip this one. All we have to do is put our loop on there. Take the ground wire and put it onto the ground screw. Tighten it down. Again, make sure that the loop goes in the direction that you're tightening. And there you go. The only last thing you need to do is shove all the wires into the box and put your plug in smiley face down. So you're going to fold your wires. This is the fun part, folding wires to get them all into the box. So you fold them and push. Make sure you can get all of the wires into the box.